And it looks like we are live. Hi, everybody. This is Scarlet Rebellia and Melody Levy, my
Hello.
special guest for tonight. And tonight we kind of just wanted to talk about our personal breakthroughs because in the business that we're doing online, personal development is a huge, huge part of actually growing in your business because it's not just about learning new skills and mindsets for just your business, but it also is about learning and growing in yourself personally. So, Melody and I had actually met back in April of this year um, at in a regional event in Seattle with Empower Network, which is a company that both of us are a part of. And Melody was actually the first person that I got to know, and pretty much after that, it's been a wild ride of a friendship.
hmm
And well, one of my biggest breakthroughs is actually going out and meeting new people because that's actually something I haven't been super comfortable with. And um, but luckily, breaking out of my little shell, I was able to meet Melody, and I'll let her explain to you the personal growth that she's had within the past 6 months. So take it away, Mel.
Yes, I mean, there has been so much that's been going on for me personally, a lot of breakthroughs, and like Scarlett has mentioned before too, I mean, doing this business, it's amazing, but you also are in surprise with how much personal development and growth that you actually really do, because that is really, really the core of any business, like she said. Now, it all is an internal thing, and then with that, you attract external things, whether it's finances, better relationships, and all of those other great and wonderful things. And for myself, I always constantly lived in a place of fear. And that has always kind of been something that has been with me throughout my life because, I've suffered through anxiety and depression. And even though it's been like 10 years, that's something that still kind of haunted me. And I mean, for me, traveling was such a big thing, and I knew getting into this business that there are all these events, and I was just like, oh shit, what did I get myself into, sort of thing. But because of the positive people that you're surrounded with, I was able to break through all of that. I mean, I've traveled 3 times in 1 month. Not only that, but I mean, just really breaking through and breaking free from limiting beliefs and programs that I had, and just linking up with people like Scarlett, who are just so amazing, who actually help and support you and really be there for you. So it's such a great, genuine, and authentic place. And even for myself, to really learn how to be more vulnerable, to put myself out there, make this video, do this Google Hangout, whereas before I'd be a little bit more timid and shy, and really stepping out of the not caring so much about what other people think of me. So that has definitely been another really big personal breakthrough, along with, I mean, so many others. I mean, I've only known Scarlett for what, a little over 4 months, and I feel like she's like my soulmate. I mean, it's just the type of energy and people that you meet that really just allow you to be vulnerable, which is something that was always so difficult for myself up until this point. So it's been really great.
Absolutely. So, let me share a little bit more about kind of my personal breakthroughs that I've had within the past 6 months. So, aside from breaking out of my little shell about meeting other people, I grew up pretty much in a normal functioning household, as some people would say. I mean, I didn't really have it good, but it wasn't like super bad. I mean, well, that's another day and time. But um, one of my biggest breakthroughs was actually just getting out of myself and doing something completely different. So, I mean, with that being said, joining Empower Network for one. So most people would say, "Oh, well, you're getting yourself into some sort of scam, or if it costs money, it's not really going to make you anything. You should be able to blah 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 blah." And I hear negative thing after negative thing after negative thing, and This is not your typical um, sign up and you go and get five, you go and get five, you call all your friends and family. It's definitely, definitely, definitely not anything like that. And what I was initially looking for was to make money online. And um, I didn't really understand how any of it worked. Still kind of don't understand how all of it works, but it's okay. I am learning. Um, but my biggest breakthrough was actually taking that step to even join in the first place. Because the old me would have just looked at an opportunity and said, well, looks like a good opportunity, but maybe we'll try it next time. Or maybe I'll wait until somebody else does it, and then if they do good, then I'll join. Yeah, no. There was something that called out inside of me that it just really made me feel like I needed to do this. It made me feel like I needed to click the link below that video that I saw of me and Melody's friend and mentor, Cal Kanai, and he actually went and he made, about put about a quarter mil, in about 18 months, which for me, that's pretty phenomenal, seeing as how he pretty much just did it online, part-time, doing his own thing. He went from working in a coffee shop to doing that. Um, I mean, just going back to, the main topic about breaking through, I didn't believe that I could even do anything like this. I didn't even think I would be able to expand my horizons as much as I have. Okay, this year alone, I went on like two different trips already, and both of them were to Empower Network live events, and that was pretty huge for me to do, seeing as how I hadn't really traveled in my adult life, like, ever, except for one time last year when I went to Vegas for my birthday. um, but with all the stuff that you learn, all the stuff that you do that empowers you. Like, you learn so much about yourself and going through a lot of what they teach, because it's not even just about business at all. It's seriously, people are like, oh, well, this sounds like a scam. It's all about making money. And you know what, to be completely honest with you, the thing that I like are like everybody talks about the least is actually about the actual monetary numbers. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, money is talked about all the time, but that is like not even the biggest focus on anybody's agenda, which is unlike any other network marketing thing that I've ever seen, any MLM that I've ever seen out there. Not saying any of the other ones are good, bad, right, or wrong. It's just that this one in particular has been more different than anything I've ever seen out there. That's the reason why it sings so much to my heart, sings so much to Melody's heart, is because it allows us to be us without restriction.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're just sitting here talking about our personal breakthroughs, and I mean, seriously, like, not a lot of people will sit there and talk about their personal breakthroughs. They'll be talking only about their financial breakthroughs, right? Because it only makes a difference in a business if you hit money. But I can, like I had explained to, our whole Project Freedom team, even if I didn't make any money, the way that I feel now and how good I feel about myself is something that no money could even, you can't even put a monetary value on that. It's pretty amazing. And then, I mean, just being able to step outside of my comfort zone in all areas, traveling, meeting new people, doing things I never thought I'd be able to do, like literally smashing my limiting beliefs. I took a personal development course, and then I mean, I even got my husband to do it. And if anybody out there actually knows my husband, he is very reluctant to do any of these weird things. But he did it because he saw the changes in me and he wanted to do that, for himself, and just really being able to surround myself with people who want to make a difference in this world. I mean, I don't know what more I could ask for. And don't get me wrong, making money is definitely a part of everything, but learning more about myself, there's nothing anybody could ever pay me to replace those feelings at all. So, Melody, is there anything else that you'd like to add to our little conversation? Yeah.
Sure. I mean, the personal breakthroughs again, I know you were talking about money and stuff like that too. And the co-founder himself, Dave Wood, actually talks about, I mean, if you're just in this business to solely make money, you're not going to make it. It is hard, it is dedication, and once again, it comes from internal. That also includes the limiting beliefs that you have about money and any monetary gain, whether it's guilt around it or any negative connotation you have about money, because it's like, oh, rich people are bad or this or that. It's like, no, it's the love of money. And so when you can kind of shift that and really understand that, I mean, because this is a guy who's not greedy. You get majority of the commissions back, and it's not like, I mean, it's your intention. Like, what are you doing to help other people? And, initially, yeah, of course, like, that's why we all join. It's like, ooh, but you learn so much more about yourself. And another personal breakthrough for myself is, I own my own business. I'm a makeup artist, and I feel like I do very well, but I do work some crazy long hours, and I don't really have time to just sit down and chillax. I work 15, 16 hours sometimes in the sun, I'm sunburnt, and just really being comfortable at making a certain amount of money. And one of the speakers in Seattle was talking about, are you friends with money? Now, is your account just staying stagnant up until one point? And has it ever reached higher? No, because you're comfortable there, and where does that comfortability come from? It's internal. But one quote that I really love too, which also helped me to get over it, is that freedom lies on the other side of your comfort zone, which is so true. This is something, like Scarlett said, I was so uncomfortable with. I've never done anything like it before, but I can tell you, I am so glad that I clicked the link, and I felt like I really grew a whole lot, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially, like, I'm not coming really from that scarcity anymore, but rather more from abundance. And when you can shift that, and when you become more free in that, things flow freely to you, better relationships and any monetary gains. I mean, that's just priceless, and just the relationships you build. But most importantly, the relationship you build with yourself. And it's all about empowering yourself, empowering others. And I have to tell you a little funny story, because I was kind of on the fence about it for the longest time. I'm like, because I'm what do you call it? Analysis paralysis. Like, I'll think about it, super skeptic. But, I mean, I remember running into that whole, oh, should I do it, should I not? And then boom, I seen that quote that I just said, freedom is on the other side of your comfort zone. And then even after that, I was still like, well, I don't know, show me a sign. And lo and behold comes the little car, bam, pulls right in front of me. What does the license plate say? Empower. It's like, okay. And from the first event that I went to, I was just like, okay, I can totally dig this. This is going to work. This is amazing. I don't know what else to say. I mean, so many personal breakthroughs, and continually having personal breakthroughs, that's what's awesome. And so, I mean, good group of people. What else can you say?
Yep.
There's really nothing else.
Being on this hangout right now is a personal breakthrough for both of us. So
yeah, it is.
That's another thing, another drop in the bucket. And I mean, like, just the amount of confidence that I think both of us have gained in different areas. Because don't get me wrong, when we're in front of people, it's kind of funny, because me and Melody, we have a lot of deep talks, and I mean, like, deep talk, just about everything, life, how we feel, spirituality, everything.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a conversation about taking off our masks, and really letting our truth be told to the world and letting people see who we really are without, that fake mask that we hide behind, and really being true and authentic to ourselves. And we're still incorporating that and still peeling away the layers of the mask, because I mean, you've been a certain kind of person your whole life, and to take that away from you, it leaves you in a very scared, naked, and vulnerable place. And it's not
Mm-hmm.
easy. It's not easy to get to that spot. And I mean, being there, I mean, that's a breakthrough in itself. Even just going to take the steps to peel away the layers. I
Yeah.
mean, it's scary. It's scary. I can't even tell you how many times me and Melody have been sitting in her car or my car till like 3 o'clock in the morning, just talking about stuff and our feelings, our past, and we've done so much releasing. And I mean, we feel very victorious over a lot of these, things people take for granted on a day to day. Just, I mean, finding people that you can have in your life that you can just share anything with. I mean, it's amazing. And
Yep.
not everybody finds that. Not everybody finds that. And one thing I would definitely definitely recommend is just putting yourself out there, because you, like Melody said, freedom is right on the other side of your comfort zone, right? Because nobody said getting what you want out of life was going to be easy. Nobody ever said doing whatever it takes was going to be convenient, you know
Mm-hmm.
and I could tell you what, joining Empower Network was definitely not convenient, but it was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made in my entire life. Like, and um, I really am. I really am just in a different place of like humbleness and gratefulness for the experiences that I get to go through, and I'm most of all, most recently, really grateful for being a part of the amazing team that we're a part of in Empower Network. I can't even begin to express like my gratitude for our mentors, Kiala, Paul, Wooly, and Ray Kakuda. Like they've been doing some amazing work with, helping our team prepare to be able to really spread our wings and fly, and grow rapidly in our business. So, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, just really being a part of a family is kind of like a different kind of family, like people who think a lot like you and people who aren't there to judge you for your past or anything else like that. Because I tell you what, everybody on our team has like interesting stories. Like nobody is like average at
No.
all, in the least. Everybody's story is different. No two people have the exact same background at all. And it's something I absolutely love and appreciate about all the people on our team. But the thing that amazes me the most is that they they don't withhold. Like, like I've like a couple of my friends are in a couple of other deals, and they've tried to get me to join their deals. And you can tell who's out for themselves. Even though they may be a part of the same team, they're definitely out for themselves. You can see it. I mean, not saying anything they're doing is bad or anything else like that. More power to them for going after what they want. But the thing I really enjoy about the people that we hang around with is that they all kind of lift each other up. And I mean, me coming from, not the best self-confidence, and like I had explained to Melody before, another one of my breakthroughs was really understanding that other people out there can love me, love me for me and support me in anything that I want to do. And it's kind of super extra special to be a part of that, and you don't really think that when you sign up for a business that it comes with all of that. I mean,
No.
it should come with like a welcome package that automatically includes the big box of tissues, because I don't know, I've cried more in the past 6 months than I think I have in a really long time.
Me too.
And it's just all the shifts and change that happen within me. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what else to say. I'm just thankful most of all for all of these little breakthroughs that I've had and that I've got to see. Like, I'm even thankful to be able to witness the breakthroughs that I see Melody go through. She's man, she's been fighting with herself so much. It's unbelievable, but at the end of the day, I mean, she knows she's got support from several different outlets, so I mean, we're both just moving in the same direction. It's always going to be an internal struggle with yourself and what you really want, right? So what is it that you really want is the best question to ask yourself. Because once you figure out what you really want, the solutions always, show themselves, right? If you're thinking about a way to make money and boom, I don't know how you found this specific video about us talking about our breakthroughs, but you know what I mean? And then you click the link below and then see what happened, right? You never know. You absolutely never know. So, when you just put yourself out there and you really allow yourself to be taken on an adventure, let me tell you, you get taken on an adventure. So that's pretty much how every day we meet at our office. That's how it goes. We get attacked by bugs, checked out by homeless people, all kinds of crazy stuff, She gets free drinks, and I get free ice.
Starbucks.
Starbucks. That's our office. It's just a convenient location for us to meet. That's all. Any more cents that you want to drop in the bucket before we wrap it all up?
Yeah, I mean, just like how we're sharing our story with you, you also have that story and that power and that unlimitless potential within yourself to unleash. And so just because we shared a story doesn't mean that you have one. Maybe you didn't unwrap your story yet. Maybe you haven't taken that leap or that comfort to get out of your comfort zone. But let me tell you, once you do, you will meet the new you. And from there, you'll just continually grow and grow. And, I'm just excited for you. If I mean, I can't even recognize the person that I am from a year ago, to be honest, I would not have put myself out there. I mean, as external and as social as I was, internally, I was kind of like, I'm hiding. Shoop, But I mean, patterns and habits take some time to dissipate. But to have the courage and the strength to just keep on keeping on, that's something else. And so, just love and light to you guys. This is amazing. If you want to truly empower yourself and empower others, and also, want to use something that's ethical and inspiring and groundbreaking, while you earn income online, using the most simplest tool ever, it's a go, I'd say, just take the leap, meet yourself on the other side, and we'll be here linking arms with you, rooting for you.
Absolutely. So, to all of you out there watching this video, if it's been recorded, we love you. We don't know you yet, but we already believe in you. So, we will see you guys on more Hangouts to come. Bye.